Okay, we have a lot to talk about, a lot to talk about. So I have two different chairs here. This is the chair that I use, okay? So, you have to get creative. What do you have to work on at home or at your office? If you have this was given to me as like a side table and I made it into my office chair. It's all I sit on. When I have to sit on a chair like this, I do the same thing as I do here, okay? So this is one way of changing the way you sit at the office. But I'm gonna take it to a regular chair, okay? Take your current office chair, and what you wanna do is a few things. One, do not use the back of the chair. Don't let your hips be all the way back here and then reaching forward. See how much I'm sitting on the backs of my legs and how I'm kind of taking on this curve of the chair. Flat butt, flat back, rounded spine, the shoulder blades are off the back, the ribs are congested, right? Getting weak in this area, getting weak in this area. So what I want to see change is for you to sit forward on your chair. Sit forward on your chair. These are your sit bones. You have one on each side. So you actually want your sit bones more floating on the top of the chair, not sitting on the chair, right? You don't want to allow your pelvis to get into this position, look flat back. So you want to push down through the backs of your thighs right here. Push down through the backs of your thighs, lift through your chest. Good, draw the belly in, and look, now I have an inward curve of my lower lumbar spine, and my sit bones are floating over the chair, and my belly is working. I've got all this energy, my ribs are open, right? Compared to this. This is how we're sitting all day. This is making us age. This is not okay. If you're in a comfy chair and you got a squishy cushion underneath, and you're using the back and you're reaching forward to type, and your hips are taking on, your pelvis is taking on the shape of the chair, the office is killing you. Don't let it kill you. So here's what I want you to do. Zone 1, we work in zones. So, what you're saying about your husband, that it would hurt his sit bones after 30 minutes. Don't have him get to 30 minutes. Start with 10 minutes, zone 1. So instead of him, however he sits in the office, first he has to really understand and check in with himself. How does he sit in the office, right? So you just kind of sit and you just take note. How am I sitting? And then at least once a day, if not multiple times a day, like ideally every 2 hours, get out of your habitual way of your comfortable way of sitting at the office and move it forward. Move your feet forward. Push on the backs of your thighs, sit bones just hovering, not pushing. It shouldn't hurt his sit bones because there shouldn't be any work here. And then you just kind of push down and you lift your ribs and try to work in this posture position. I'm always in posture. I am never just over my computer. I'm in posture. Posture takes work. Posture takes awareness. If the computer doesn't work, I'm going to hear all the excuses in the world why this isn't going to work for people. But you can also you can put books underneath your keypad to lift it. But anyway, you work zone 1, you work posture for 10 minutes, and then you just go ahead and get back into your comfort zone. And then zone 2, maybe you push it where it's like you do it for 20 minutes. You set a timer and you hold posture for 20 minutes. You just kind of want to work your zones. A couple things you want to focus on, like I said, you're sitting on the backs of your thighs. Here's your sit bones, backs of your thighs. Your lumbar spine is a natural inward curve. You don't want to over curve that. You don't want to go from here to here or even here to where I'm at. You just want to find a way to get yourself out of this position, out of the office chair position, because the body forms to the chair that you are using, and posture is what we need, whether we are sitting or standing, okay? So when you sit into your chair, go back, and also here's one more. Control your way to the chair. Push down to the backs of your thighs, lift your chest, move your feet forward, draw the belly in, work it. Get uncomfortable. Work on your posture. Do not let the chair form your body. You have to fight back at the office. That's my advice.